Good morning, guys. Hope we are all doing great. So finally, we are beginning with the piano lessons, and we are going to do this from scratch. Alright, the piano layout is going to be in this manner. This is the first video. We are going to do a lot of preliminary stuff about the notes, the keys, and we are going to have now a second section where we are going to deal with those who already have idea on the piano. And in this second section, what comes to my head is doing hymns. I will not really dwell so much on movements and black gospel movements and jazz and whatever. It's all over the internet. But when it comes to hymns, you have very few material on the internet to dive on, because that now will require you to read music and interpret music and lay it out as proposed by the composer. So very few people indulge in that. So that's how it's going to look like. So per video, we're going to have a segment for the beginners and now a segment for the post-beginners. That's how I put it. I cannot really call you you guys intermediate or whatever. They see a lot. There's a long way to go. So that's how we're going to be approaching the videos. Beginners, post-beginners. And in the post-beginners, we're going to have a repertoire or a song or a hymn or a black gospel movement or whatever. But for now, I think for the first 10 videos, I'll just be doing purely hymns. Then you have the segment for the beginners. So alright, so those who have not subscribed, subscribe. It's going to be a very long journey. Let's go. The piano is made up of white notes and black notes. So in order to describe them well, we have to choose a point to start with. And the easiest point to start with is with the key of C. Or we can also call it the middle C, which is this particular middle C. It appears at around the center of the keyboard. In order to identify this C, we also have to use the black notes. You notice the black notes are in patterns. You have a set of 2 and you have set of 3. Set of 2, set of 3, set of 2, set of 3. In that order. That's how it goes. So the middle C is found here on the keyboard. And you notice it is located at the position just before the 2 black notes. So before the 2 black notes, you have a C. But as for the middle C, this is position. For the other C's in the other octaves or in the other positions of the piano, in other pitches of the piano, you see have them on the same position before the 2 black notes, 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 before the 2 black notes. So that's C, key C. So if you measure from the C to the next C, you are going to have 12 distinct notes, which are very different. You're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Before you are getting to the next C again, to still have the same pattern of 12 notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You get to the next C. So you see the keyboard has identical 12 notes panning all through it. This is C. The same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And there you have got the next C. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So the keyboard simply has identical 12 notes in different pitches. So you just need to know those 12 different notes, and that is it. That's how music is built, from those 12 notes. Okay, let's talk about octaves. In science, octave means 8. So in music, octave generally means an interval of 8. Like if you have from this C, you have C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you see from this C to this C, if you count, you are going to have 8 notes. That's an octave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is an octave. From this C to this other C, this is another octave. From this C to another C, this is another octave. C to another C, this is another octave. So generally, an octave will define 8 notes within a particular interval. The same thing if you go to D, if you need an octave within the interval of key D, you have D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D. So this is an octave from here. So octaves are generally used when defining keyboards and pianos and synthesizers and workstations. All those terms refer to different types of pianos, different types of keyboards arranged like this. You even have harpsichords also. So when they use the term octaves, they mostly use it to define particular keyboards. Like most keyboards are 5 octaves. Most keyboards are 5 octaves, but the classical piano, the original grand piano has 7 octaves. Yes, the original piano has 7 octaves. Then you have all of these workstations, synthesizers. Like this is a workstation. They come with 5 octaves. Yeah. So from octaves, let's talk about the chromatic scale. The chromatic scale simply refers to all those 12 notes. All those 12 notes we have been talking about, the 12 notes in music. You have from C to C. The chromatic scale will include all these notes, and it's called the modal scale. All other scales are built from the chromatic scale. You have the Do, the Ti, Re, Mi, Mi, Fa, Di, Sol, Si, La, Da, Ti, Do. All of this, they form the chromatic scale. The chromatic scale, you see from Do to Do, everything. They include all the notes. And that's basically it. Now, we come to the naming of the white keys. I've been calling some names here. I've been calling C, D, blah, blah, blah. It's because the white notes are named according to the letters of the alphabet. Actually, the first 7 letters of the alphabet, A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. From G, you go back to A. You begin again. A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. That's how the white notes are named. This is C. So from C, you just count up the scale. You have C, you have D, you have E, you have F, you have G. You begin back from A. You have A, you have B, you have C, you have D, you have E, you have F, you have G. You begin back A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. There's no HI. All right. So that's how they are named, using the letters of the alphabet. So you really have to take time to map out the location of all these notes in their various octaves. For example, you know where C is. This is C. I explain C as the white note before the pair of black notes. So this will be C in this octave. This will be C in this other 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 octave. Just like that. The same thing goes with D. This is D in this octave. And you notice something. D is found between the set of 2 black notes. It's just at the center of them. It's another D. It's another D. This is another D. So if you are asked for the key of D or the note D, you just know this where it's located. Between this set of 2 black notes, that's where D is. Left to the white notes, see, they are just spread evenly all across the board. But if you get to know the positions too of the black note, it will help you. So you can easily use the black notes to identify your white notes. All right. So as I said, C is before the 2 black notes. This is C. D is in between the two black notes. A set of two black notes. So you have D, you have D, you have D, you have D. These are all Ds. You have E, which is the white note immediately after the two set of black notes. So you have this are the two set of black notes. This is E immediately after it. These are the two set of black notes. This is E immediately after it. You just have to see the position and you know that this is E. You don't need to count all the time to get the notes. The same thing goes with F. F comes at the start of the set of three black notes. These are the three black notes. Key F is this white note. So you have the F before you. You have the set of three black notes. This is F, a set of three black notes. So this is F at the bottom here. This is another F at the bottom. It's another F at the bottom of the three black notes. This is F. This is F. This is F. Same thing goes. This is G. G is between the first two notes of the set of three. This is G. Immediately after F, you have G. You have to know that this is G. Anywhere you see the set of three notes in between the first two, you know you have G implanted in between. So this is G. Same thing goes. This is A. After G, you begin back with A. It's in between the last two notes of the set of three, the pair of three. This is E. This is A, any octave. It's not every time you need to be counting. And at the end of the set of three black notes, you've got B. That is B. This is B. And you know, naturally from B, you are back to C. So that's how it is. So you have C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Like that. All right. Now we talk about the black notes. So actually, the black notes derive their names from their white counterparts or from the white notes. All the black notes of the keyboard are named from the white notes. For example, if you have a C here and you have this black note, you notice it's to your right. This note will be called a C sharp because now we're talking about ascending to the right. This will be a C sharp. If this is C, this is a C sharp. If this is D, the black note which precedes it, or the black note which is on the right of it, identify as D sharp. This is D sharp. This is E. You notice that from E to F, there's no black note. So from E to F, there's no black note. You have F. From F, you know the note to the right of it is F sharp. Same thing with G. The note to the right of it is G sharp. The same goes with A sharp. That's how the black notes are named. So if you look at this case where you are looking at it from the descending angle, if you have C, now if you are descending, no, you have B, you have C. Okay, there's no black note below C. If you go to D and you want to name this same black note, this same black note will be named as D flat if you are looking at it from the descending point of view. So you have, this is C. If you are ascending, this is C sharp going up the chromatic scale. You have D. If you flatten D, you are going to have a D flat. And if you sharpen C, you are going to have a C sharp. Hope it's not confusing. Okay, this is D. If you sharpen D, you are going to have a D sharp. If you flatten E, which is the very next note, you are going to have an E flat. So the whole of this thing, it depends on your perspective. If you are looking at it from an ascending point of view, which goes like this: C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, you have this pattern, and you have another pattern which goes back down, which is descending the scale. If you are descending the scale, you are going to have, instead this, going down like this. So you either name notes using the ascending theory or the descending theory. So according to the ascending theory, you have C. If you're ascending chromatically, meaning you're not missing a note, you're going to have this black note, which is just above C. And as I told you, the black notes get their names from the C counterpart. This note definitely will be C sharp. So you have C, you have C sharp, you have D. If you are taking this black note, which follows from D is going to be D sharp. You have E, F. You are following with the black note, F sharp, G. You are ascending, G sharp, A, the note which follows, and which is a black counterpart of it is A sharp. You have B. You are back to C. Now, if you are going down the scale, you are descending. Descending now has its own nomenclature. You are naming from the keys which precedes it. So if you are on B and you are naming going down, that means this note will be called a B flat. If you are on A and you are naming the black note to the left, that black note is A flat. If you are naming from G, that black note to the left is G flat. If you are naming from F, E, there's no note in between F and E, and there's no note in between B and C. So you notice between B and C and between E and F, there's no note in between. They have no black note. There's no black note in between E and F and between B and C. In software notation, there's no sharp or flat in between mi and fa or ti and do. So that's how it is. So all these concepts I've been talking about, ascending and descending, can be boiled down to sharps and flats. You notice when I was ascending, I was naming them the sharps. Like this was C, this now is C sharp, this was D. I'm sharpening D to have D sharp. Likewise F, I'm sharpening F to have F sharp, sharpening G to have G sharp, sharpening A to have A sharp, sharpening B will just lead you to C. There's no black note. So that's how it is. And when I'm coming down, I'm instead flattening the notes. When I come down, instead flattening the notes from B, you're going to have B flat. From A, you're going to have A flat. From G, you're going to have G flat. From D, this is D, you're going to have D flat. So all in all, you're going to notice that each of these black notes have two names. Either you're naming them ascending, you're naming them descending. Either you're naming them sharps or you're naming them flats. So don't be confused if you're on a point like, let's say for example, this note. Somebody tells you this is key E flat, and you looking at it from this direction, you see this is D, and you sharpen D, you have D sharp, and the person tells you this is key E flat. The person is correct because this is key E. If you flatten E, you have E flat. So this particular note has two names, D sharp and E flat. D sharp because you sharpen the D to obtain it, and E flat because you flatten the E to obtain it. The same thing goes to, for example, this key F sharp. But just say, let somebody not meet. You should not have any argument with somebody who tells you this is key G flat, because the person actually just flattened the G, and now you have G flat. You can sharpen your F, you have key F sharp. All right. The same thing goes with A. This is A. If you have to name this note, the note be just before A. This black note before A is actually A flat, but somebody who names it from G and sharpens G, you are going to have G sharp. So you see the same thing. So then this particular note has the name G sharp or A flat. Same thing goes here, like that. Look at the sharps and flats. This is A, so this is A sharp. This is B, flatten B. This is B flat. So this note is called A sharp or B flat. Okay, after all these up and downs, descending and ascending, sharpening and flattening, there are conventional names for all these notes. Conventional names are names which are widely used by musicians all over the world. So they don't mix when they're calling keys. When they call keys, they call the keys as they're supposed to be called. So for example, the conventional names for all of these keys, I'll just give it to you as it is. This is key C, normally. This C is called key D flat. Conventionally, normally you can call it C sharp, but conventionally it's called key D flat. This is key D. From D, normally you're supposed to go to A and E flat, but this key conventionally is called E flat because you sharpen by the E. It's called E flat. I'll explain later why they decided to name them like that. Okay, you have key E, you have key F. This is key F sharp, but conventionally it is called key G flat. You will never hear any black gospel musician or anywhere it's written key G flat, A key F sharp. You always be written key G flat. I'll explain why. You have G. Now you have the key A flat. It's always called A flat, not G flat, because G sharp. Normally you sharpen G, you're going to have G sharp, but it's always called key A flat. You have A. You have from A you have A sharp. After A sharp, you've got A sharp or key B flat. It's called key B flat. Even if you look at the nomenclature, what the keyboard is showing there, they are showing you B flat. There's no day they'll show you A sharp. That's just the conventional nomenclature of the key. You have the B and back to C. So that's how they are named. This key D flat that I was telling you about, this key, because the structure of his major scale is almost identical because the structure of the major scale is almost identical to the structure of the major scale of key D. So they are very similar structurally. You see key D has the Mi and the T up. Key D flat will have the Mi and the T down. So structurally, they are very similar, and that's why they just decided to name them similarly. Same goes to key E flat and key E. Key E flat has the Re, Mi, and the La, Ti as white notes, while key E has the Re, Mi, and the La, Ti as black notes. So that is just those similarities like that that make them that make the grouping of them together. Same thing goes here. Even here, key A, you have key A flat. You have the Mi and the La, Ti. Mi, La, Ti are white notes. Meanwhile, key A, the Mi, La, Ti are black notes. So you see the A and the A flat, they're similar in that way. They just have those minor tweaks to their case. All right. So I think that is it. So just ensure you know the structure of the keyboard. You know the notes. Like if they talk about A, you know where A is on the keyboard. They talk about B, you know where B is on the keyboard. Yes, you are able to identify them like that. So you don't have any problem. It is very essential. You cannot proceed with this without having mastered all these notes. Knowing where A, B, C, C sharp, D flat, where all of them are. It starts from there. You really have to master it. All right.